best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing Original P, the believing Power Positivity, Keeping It Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, Daring Young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Chirpwave.
X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radio Land. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, and soon to be iHeartRadio. I'm your host, the Summit of Wrestling. Joining me today is the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven, and the suit and tie guy.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
Or as we all know him now as copyright infringement guy, but it's okay. It's cool.
Yeah, he's our right to censor.
No, we have to censor him, though.
What? We had a question during the break. What would be the pay-per-view names? Are you talking about the pay-per-view names of the New Star Wrestling promotion, I guess? What would be your first
Bound
name?
for Glory. No. Let's start off strong. No.
What would be the first one?
Man. I would probably do, maybe Take Back. Something like that. Kind of like taking back, trying to kind of make it start off a little bit more strong, like Take Back, or not like Takeover, but like something like that, where it's like, hey, we're here. This is what we do. You know. Kind of, something that just kind of screams, hey.
In your house?
Yeah, there you go. In your house. Let's go back. Let's go back to the basics.
Star Mania. Somebody says Star Mania.
I kind of like that.
Star Mania.
What are you gonna do, brother?
Star Mania is pretty good. I don't know. That would be the main one every year, but Star Mania would be good. But I'm sure that's copyright infringements. We'll have to ask our copyright guy.
I don't know if Hulk.
As long as you say it, but you don't claim it as yours.
Look,
like I don't claim anything on paper.
If Hulk can use Hulkamania in TNA, then why can't I use Star Mania in my promotion? I mean, come on. I don't understand why.
And you can spell Mania a little different and everything.
Yeah, man.
Sure. All right. No, that's good. All right. Oh, JoJo's here.
What's up, JoJo?
All right. This week, we have a top 5. JoJo's just in time because I know he can't wait for this topic this week. Top 5 TNA moments of all time, since they're closing their doors as TNA.
WWA's Sound Off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off. Let them know how you feel. If the anger inside is real.
Why do you want to burn WWE to the ground?
Somebody's hating.
No, but yeah, so top 5 this week. If you don't know what top 5 is, that's where we give you our top 5, like a top 5 list, kind of like a top 10, whatever. But this week's top 5 is top 5 TNA moments. TNA moments of all time, starting back in 2002 to maybe for Bound to Glory, if you had a really great moment and you think that was the best thing they ever did. But that's what we're talking about. So play along with us on Periscope. We're going to start with number 5 here. If you want me to go first, I can go first.
Sure.
I want to start with the beginning of the Immortals.
Okay.
I kind of liked it. I didn't like it because you kind of buried new talent for old talent, but I like the storyline because it's something we haven't seen in a while.
Brooke Hogan's wedding. Oh, God. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the beginning of the Immortals at, was it at Bound for Glory 2010?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. All right.
No, actually, JoJo, it's not TNA. Well, yeah, I guess TNA is going to Vince McMahon, but they bought the library, so all the tapes and everything now will be WWE. And, and TNA's rebranding themselves.
They have a new owner.
Billy Corgan. All right.
Smashing Pumpkins himself.
Yep.
There's the name. Smashing Pumpkins Wrestling. Boom. Send it out. Print it. It's done.
SP-Dub.
SP-Dub.
And I stand here as the Smashing Pumpkins champion.
Yeah, come on, man. Keep it alive.
All right. You got one over suit and tie?
I'm just pulling up. I'm on YouTube.
All right.
I don't watch TNA wrestling.
All right.
I don't
no,
watch
it's
the
all
booty
right.
division.
All right. No, it's all good.
But
All right.
YouTube has like AJ Styles and a bunch of his matches. So whatever AJ Styles did back then, I guess.
You're just putting all of AJ Styles.
all the top 5 moments come from AJ Styles.
Okay. Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
I hope he's included in your top 5.
I think I got a match on there of his. So, I think I do. Anyways, what you got over there?
Oh, for mine?
Yeah.
My number 5 is Birth of Main Event Mafia. In case you don't know who Main Event Mafia was, it was Scott Steiner, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Booker T. They all formed a faction in TNA when they were there. And I loved the original Main Event Mafia, not when they started. And Sting was in it.
Yeah.
Also.
I thought Aces and Eights were better than them, though. I
like Aces and
Main
Eights.
Event Mafia, but Aces and Eights were cool.
They're coming
I
up
like
soon.
them.
Don't worry, I got them coming up.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Joker Sting. I know a lot of people hated it, but I loved it.
I like that.
I loved the Joker Sting. I thought it was a different take on Sting. He went crazy. He went after the Immortals. Hulk Hogan, basically. It was him and Hulk Hogan doing a feud, but he turned crazy. And he wore like a red suit, and he had like red like lipstick just all over his mask, and it was just like he was crazy, and he talked in riddles and everything else, and I was like, this is awesome. This if Sting spoke during the Crow era, this is what I wanted, because I was like, that was cool because it was different. It's something we didn't see.
Yep.
And so and you had to have Sting talk at some point. You had to. And that was perfect. So, and I loved it. And he would just go into the office and do weird stuff, and he'd mess with Bischoff, he'd mess with Hogan. It was just cool. I thought those were classic moments. So that he's on my top 5 for that.
Okay. No, I love that one. AJ Styles wins TNA title for the first time, 2009.
Yeah.
That's to me that was a great moment.
That was a good moment.
That's when he really came. Sting versus Broken Matt. No. Do you have a number 3?
Yeah. Sting versus. No, I'm kidding. Sting versus Jeff Hardy at Victor. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding on that one. That's part of the worst. No, actually, what was it? Say what you want. I thought it was cool when it came in. ECW invades TNA. I liked it. Thought it was cool when it first started. I just wish it didn't end the way it ended. I think it was cool when they had all the ECW old wrestlers kind of just come in. And some of them were already working with TNA, and they turn on the TNA guys, and they're all ECW. And it was cool. I like that. So I thought it was cool. I just think it was really wishy-washy later on. So,
All right.
yeah.
Number 3 for me is debut of Kurt Angle.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I mean, that's got to be up there. Kurt Angle debuting on that company gave it put it on the map.
It gave it legitimacy.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was thinking of. Can't wait until they invade WWE.
They need to make it happen.
It ain't going to happen.
It ain't going to happen.
Start the wars again?
No, it's you need to keep wrestling would be better if TNA can do a good brand name and really have some competition for WWE. I think it'll help wrestling in all.
Yes.
I think it will happen.
But
What's your number 2?
I'd say the
That's a good one. It's all right. If you don't have one, it's fine.
Oh man, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me.
Go ahead and say it. Get it out there.
But it might have sucked, but it caused so much on the internet. People loved it. Horrible everything. But Broken Matt Hardy, maybe one of his best characters right now. I have to give him credit. He's working.
We're running out of good moments.
Yeah, we really are.
We're getting to the bottom.
We're getting to the bottom of the barrel right now.
Maybe we should have started with your most memorable moment and worked your way backwards.
But I gotta say, I mean, I gotta give him credit for what he's doing, and I gotta give Broken Matt Hardy is a great character.
At first, it was awful. All right,
Yeah.
It was awful. The video stuff still is terrible. Mm-hmm. It's got better. Okay. And it's better that he evolved. I get it. I can see why you put it up there. It's not on my top 5.
No, but
Number 2,
we'll put him on there.
Dixie through the table. That's a good one. That's a very good one, actually. Dixie got drawn through the table.
Was it by the Dudley
Dudleys?
Boys?
Yep. For me, I'm going to say Aces and Eights. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I love the Aces and Eights thing. And then they did what they did with NWO. They started adding too many people. It got overblown. But at first, it was a really good concept. And when they revealed it was Bully Ray, that was great. Mm-hmm. That was great. I'm telling you. Because Bully Ray evolved into somebody we never thought he would be, a single wrestler. And if it wasn't for the whole Hogan thing, I think it could have done a lot better. So I'm going to say Aces and Eights.
Okay.
And the debut they did was just great. The anticipation of it.
Where does Damian Sandow appearing as Aaron Rex rank on your...
Aaron Rex?
Aaron.
Aaron Rex.
That's how they spelled him, man.
Aaron Rex.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aron.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah. No, I didn't put Aaron Rex on this list. Don't worry.
Oh.
I didn't put him on the list.
You
Don't
didn't
worry.
put the Miracle
debut wasn't
Mike
that great.
Bennett?
No, I did not. These are great moments in TNA history.
Damian Sandow.
He does. He does look like Johnny Depp.
I love
character.
Damian Sandow, but, this is a different character, and it's not as good. The Cody Rhodes debut was a lot better. I did, believe it or not, we'll talk about it a little bit. I did watch Bound for Glory this weekend. It wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good.
Cody Runnels, freelancer.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
All right, so
What you got number 1?
I'm gonna give a little shout out to Mr. Kennedy. So, or as he's known in the TNA business, Mr. Anderson, and I'm gonna give him and Kurt Angle mention of their match in Lockdown 2010. I've seen the match. I love the match. It's still one of the reasons I give Mr. Kennedy credit, but I hate everyone saying that. He didn't have the ball when he was in WWE. They didn't try to use him. They used him. But TNA just used him a lot better.
No, they didn't.
You don't think so?
No, they put him Aces and Eights, first of all.
Yeah.
With Bully Ray. It was stupid. You should have ran with him as a face.
That's what I should have put.
One of the problems with TNA, okay, is they they would get these guys and bring them in and be a world champion for a couple weeks, a month, and then lose it. Then they go back to the line. Then the next person would come up. You're a champion this month. Then you're a champion. Then you're a champion. Everybody on the roster's been a champion at least once in 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
But I liked Mr. Anderson, the matches he had, though. He had some really good matches.
No, he
in
did.
TNA.
And I thought with him, they didn't do a good job of capitalizing on him, I thought, when they brought him in.
No.
Because he should have been like a Jeff Hardy, and, they didn't capitalize. They never did that, though, with any of their stars they brought in.
Yeah, no, that should have been my number one, though. You said you said the best name in TNA, and you're right. So, as I went back and watched a lot of his matches, but the birth of Bully Ray, just fantastic.
I think so. All right, number one for me was Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle for the first time for the title at Hardcore Justice. You go back, it's in a steel cage. The match was great. That Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, the first time. And they built Samoa Joe up because he was the machine, unbeatable, everything else. That's my number one.
What about the one with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe and Scott Steiner? That one was really good. Because the numbers spell disaster.
We already did the worst moments in TNA history.
Because the numbers spell disaster for you.
Samoa Joe. No, we're not going to talk about that one. No, that was horrible.
No, that was probably one of the best matches, though. Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle always goes down in history as the number one match in TNA.
Candlelight, come on, man. Suit guy's nodding like he knows what we're talking about.
It's better than Mr. Silent.
He doesn't know anything about TNA.
Yeah,
He's
I do.
just Googling it.
I know everything about Road Dogg's little faction he had for a second.
What was it called?
Something Crew. It had Crew in it.
And what was Road Dogg's name in TNA? It was not Road Dogg.
It was not Road Dogg.
It was not. And what was Billy Gunn's name in TNA?
I didn't even know Billy Gunn was in TNA.
Yeah, there you go. BG James.
What the hell?
Let's just call him
The
Rockabilly.
James Gang. They were in TNA, it was called James Gang.
I didn't know Gail Kim was in TNA.
Yeah.
She's just got in the Hall of Fame.
Too early, but okay.
Oh, you know what else I forgot? TNA also brought us Velvet Sky, Angelina Jolie, and Madison Rain. The beautiful people.
Angelina Jolie?
Angel Jolie, whatever.
I was going to say, I don't think Angelina Jolie was in.
Not that one. Anyway, that is all for this segment. Everybody on Periscope, stick around. We got review, and then we'll make picks.
I'm
No Mercy.
disappointed with you.
What?
You did not put beer money on any of your top 5 moments. I was expecting it. No beer money.
All right, I'm taking aces and eights off. Beer money goes in. Beer money is number 2.
They should be.
What is wrong with me?
I was about to say, beer money better go in.
Anyway, you're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.